I was in the studio recording one time and then my phone was ringing. I obviously saw the phone call, but it's like I wasn't answering the phone because I'm occupied. And so hours later, I've called back like, yo, what's good? And obviously there's some domestics going on and I'm not really trying to get in the domestics. So the white label is literally a sample, just like a few songs, give you a feel for how I articulate myself artistically. And if you don't know me or this is your first time meeting me, it's like, this is setting the scene, innit? So welcome to my world, and just enjoy the journey. A1pha Romeo is one of the most entertaining songwriters from Southeast London, Lewisham to be exact, Blue Borough. And really that's all inspired by my childhood days in school with the mandem, which bring back some funny memories. So yeah, like we started spitting bars on the playground. We wanted to be grime MCs, and we used to walk to school with beats coming out on our phones. Everyone was always trying to be the hardest, and then eventually like it was all about impressing the girls or who'd get the most reloads and all of that. Some man would even like get proper competitive and not want to go to lesson because one was like, what? You said you're harder than me? You got harder bars than me? Nah fam, spit 16, spit 8 bar. I'm a 90s baby, I would say, and being a 90s baby is to say that I'm the bridge between the analog generation and the digital generation. And this is how I came about writing the song Do It For The Likes, because I know that women will do all of these things or go through this hard work in order to get hundreds of thousands of likes. I think it's healthy if it brings them business opportunities and whatnot, but there also needs to be a cut-off point, and I guess you can do that in the digital world, but there's also real life. So, but then it's like, guys, this is the game that's being played. Women, I know what's going on, but in a way I made it light-hearted as well. I wanted to have fun with it, innit? So it's like, girls, you actually can take selfies. Sometimes I admire the techniques you lot come up with and poses and angles that you lot do, and actually I might even start practicing some of them myself. When I'm in the studio, I can get quite consumed in the process because I'm having fun, you know, like I'm enjoying it. I was in the studio recording one time and then my phone was ringing. I obviously saw the phone call, but it's like I wasn't answering the phone because I'm occupied. And so hours later, I've called back like, yo, what's good? And obviously there's some domestics going on and I'm not really trying to get in the domestics, you know. But then after the conversation, I come off the phone and I was like, she said, you need to make more time for me. And I was like, let's write a song about this. And so fortunately, I have friends who have similar experiences in different ends of the pendulum. And so I was just like, all right, let me use them to contrast and compare the situation, but also just to explain my perspective on why I'm willing to put more time into music than into the relationship. In some relationships, I've kind of found that the person isn't as passionate about what I'm passionate about. And that's literally what inspired the track Being Honest, to be fair, because she wanted more. I'm trying to put my time into music, and it's like, I just know it's not going to go where she wants it to go. So I think being truthful with her was an important part, but then it also just made it possible for me to take the experience and put it into the music, which is a representation of how I want to take my experiences, my thoughts and my feelings, put them into the music and share it with people. That's what's really important for me. So rather than waste her time, I just use the tune to say this is the kind of person I can be. And I say that to say that as a child, I had a lot of pent-up anger and aggression, and I found it very difficult to express myself. A lot of the time I was misunderstood. So as I grew up, I had a mentor who actually encouraged me to put my feelings and thoughts into my lyrics, and so that became my way of communicating. A lot of the time I can be quite reserved, but the music is the place where I can be vulnerable and I can reveal everything. And then life experiences started finding themselves in the music as well, and then I just realized that I had a really strong impact on people emotionally. A long time ago, there was a song I wrote which made my friend go into tears, like a guy who doesn't really go into tears. So yeah, music has just been that way of me channeling my thoughts, feelings, energy, and just reaching out to people. But then also let people know that they're not alone and you're not the only person who's going through this or been in this type of situation. So it's like, yeah, listen to the music or put yourself in this headspace and let's go together. If you want to find me, alpharomeo.com, alpharomeo.co.uk, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all of them have the same handle, which is Alpha Romeo. And I would just say, when you're spelling the Alpha Romeo, it's A1pha Romeo. And look, if you really want, you can hit me up. I'm approachable. You know where to find me. But yeah, that's it.